Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today my topic of this video will be why did I choose medicine? But this is actually one of my most hated questions. A lot of my family members like to ask this question like, oh, why do you want to be a doctor? Like, especially during Chinese New Year. Oh, I guess it's a very nice conversation starter, but I don't really know how to explain that in one sentence, which is why I hate it so much. So throughout the years, I've got a few variations. I'll just be like, I like to help people, or oh, the money is good, or like, I get a secure job, or like, I thought it was cool to be a doctor. So today I'll sit down and talk about why. There were a few times through med that I actually lost the reason to do med. Last year, I actually called my mom like after one of the days in the hospital and I asked her like, what if I decide not to be a doctor after I graduate from medical school? Like, will she kill me? Because the fees for medical school is actually really expensive. Like, as an international student, I pay 77k Australian dollars a year. I'm super lucky that my parents actually are willing to pay for my education, which was why I asked her the question, like, will you kill me if I decide not to pursue a career in medicine? And she was just like, oh my god, are you too stressed? But yeah, I think like in the Asian thing, especially my mom, she doesn't really know how to react to this, which was quite interesting. But yeah, moving on from that, I wanted to become a doctor when I was 14 or 15. I think it started with Korean medical dramas. Like, it made everything look so cool, like especially in the emergency department, and like you see a lot of blood, and you get to like shock people to life. They'll be like dead, flatline, and then you just shock them and they become alive the next second. Of course, that is not real. Like, that's just in dramas, but that kind of like propelled me to that direction. Had a pretty pure and innocent answer for why I wanted to be a doctor. That was because I wanted to help people. I really wanted to go to the less developed countries and do something for them. I've always wanted to go to war zones or disaster areas and be able to help the people there. So yeah, that was my reason why I wanted to be a doctor at the start. My parents were so against me doing medicine. Like, they said that I can help other people. I can help people in other ways as well. Like, if I earn a lot of money, I can help a really big group of people really quickly. Like, can build houses and all that stuff. But that wasn't really what I wanted, I guess. So that was before I entered medical school. That was the reason why I wanted to do medicine. And then I came into medical school. The first 2 years of medical school were more of studying in lecture halls and tutorials, and we don't get that much interaction with doctors and patients. So it didn't really change that much during the first 2 years. Like, it was still my reason. And then came third year where we started doing our hospital rotations. Everything started to get more real, and I started to see more doctors and patients and see how doctors work, what doctors actually really do, like day to day. They do lots of paperwork, especially the junior doctors. I don't get a secure job because I'm not a citizen. Even if I go back to Singapore, it doesn't mean that I'll definitely get a job back there. There are more and more medical graduates coming from overseas, so it's getting harder and harder. At year 3 level, I didn't think that I could become a doctor, a good doctor. I didn't like I don't know what am I going to do in the future. Am I having a midlife crisis? And I didn't know if I'll graduate. I mean, I think I will, but I really questioned if I really want to do this for the rest of my life. After becoming a doctor, you have to go through like internship and then residency and try to get into training programs before you can actually become a specialist. It's like a long way away, and the dream of becoming a doctor in a third world country seems less and less possible and more idealistic. Like, occurs in the idealistic world but not in the real world kind of thing. Then I didn't know like what to do with my life. Like, I'm not the smartest person out there. Neither am I the most hardworking. It's not that I don't want to be hardworking. I just can't. I don't know why. Proving by doing YouTube videos now, don't even know why I'm doing this for. I don't know. Yeah. Like, I felt that last year was the year when I kind of gave up the dream of being a doctor in third world countries and actually helping people. And I guess losing that made me lose direction as well. I don't know why it was last year like this. It wasn't that bad a year. Like, it was a very long year. But then in year 4, all I'm trying to do is to clear my logbook things, like trying to get things signed off and get my assignments done. But to think that I wanted to do medicine for such a long time and I've reached like year 4 of medical school, and that is what I'm thinking, it kind of makes me sad. The reason why I actually sat down to do this video today was because I heard a story from a consultant. I'm not going to share the stories because it's not my story to tell, but it gave me a bit of inspiration and motivation. It started out with a very simple question like, why did he not go into private practice? And he gave a really long answer and a few stories. And it was the first time that I felt that a consultant was human like us. The thing with the medical hierarchy is that the consultant seems like God, like they know everything and they're just really amazing and smart. He told us a few of his stories and it really reminded me of why I want to do medicine again. This is a reminder to myself: be a kind doctor and listen to your patients. Even if you can't get to where you want to be in the shortest time, if you persevere, you'll get there someday, some way. And don't be afraid to dream big, because what's the point of life if you don't dream big, right? I guess if people are not laughing at your dreams, then the dream is not big enough. I'm really at the point where I'm running low on motivation, on life and everything. I'm not suicidal, but maybe this is like a first world problem. I don't even know like what's the point of doing this? What's the point of medical school? Like, what the hell am I going to do in future? And is there going to be a future? Yeah, I'm just blabbering. So I'm super thankful for that inspiration, and I hope I don't lose it. I'll probably lose it in 1 or 2 weeks, which is why I'm doing this video, to remind ourselves. I want to do something in the critical care field, ideally anesthesia. I want to travel around the world and help people. I don't want to just go to third world countries. I want to experience living in different countries and working there as well. I want to go to Korea, Japan, China, Taiwan. Mostly Asian countries actually. Not very interested in Western countries because food in Asian countries I feel are better. No hate. Besides traveling to all those places, I want to travel to developing countries and disaster zones and use my expertise that I have to help people. It sounds so idealistic. I'm not even working hard. I need to stop doing YouTube videos.